Hey there everyone, what you're about to watch is a video that I recorded before the anniversary started on Global, and that's why my hair is going to be different for most of this video. However, towards the end, I'm going to jump back in and we're going to talk about some more free-to-play teams that I didn't cover beforehand, as well as ones that are specific to the anniversary. So, hopefully you guys enjoy. Let's get into it. Hello everyone, my name is Waffles the Asian Yenber and welcome back to my channel. Today we are covering another question from this Get Help video I put out. This one is asking for the good team setups like Team Bardock or Ginyu Force, etc. So I'm assuming that this person means good team setups that are free to play, because there's a million good team setups if you actually like summon and like use Dokkan Fest units and stuff like that, which kind of comes down to just team building, which we did cover in an earlier video, most likely, depending on when I upload this. I would say if it is, it's going to be on screen and you can check it out down in the description below. But I do have a few team setups that are free to play, entirely free to play. Like you can grind every unit that I think are very, very good. So we're going to talk about that today. So let's get started. But before we do that, leave a like and click the subscribe button, because I gotta say that, otherwise I'm not a YouTuber. Okay, cool, let's go. All right, so number one team, Peppy Gals with Ribrianne here. Once you get her fully EZA'd, she has Peppy Gals, Ki +3, HP attack and defense 99%, and there's a ton of farmable Peppy Gals units. Right here, I've got the team that I like to use as far as free-to-play Peppy Gals goes. We got Ribrianne, we got Rosie, we got Kakunsa, we got Great Saiyan Man 2, Videl, that's her actual name, but Great Saiyan Man 2 if we're not spoiling her special secret identity stuff. And I like this Kale and Khalifa because they stack attack and defense. But if we take a look at the box real quick, there are a lot of different options we can use. So you can always go for the Int Kale and the STR Khalifa if you want. You could go for Urine, but like she's not ideal, but you could use her if you really had to. You could also go with this Bulma. This was an April Fool's unit and actually has a high chance to dodge, I believe, right? Yes, high chance at evading super attacks. So that is really helpful, evading enemies' attacks. Sorry. But very helpful unit. You can even go with like, not this Videl, sorry, this Videl, the STR one right here, if you want to add other Peppy Gals units. There's a ton that are free to play, so Peppy Gals is my number one team as far as other free to play units that you can grab. All right, my number two team here is Pure Saiyans with Int Kid Broly, or you could use this LR Int Vegeta, but he does have a lower leader skill than the Kid Broly. So if you've got the Kid Broly all farmed up, use him instead. Of course, this is just an example. There are a ton of Pure Saiyans as well that are free to play. Even just quickly looking, you can get anything from the Bardock squad. You could add little Raditz and Kid Vegeta. Those are helpful too. Gosh, you can do, again, Int Kale, STR Khalifa if you want to. There's UI Goku you can farm. There's a ton of free-to-play Pure Saiyans. So I recommend the Pure Saiyan team as my second free-to-play only team. And my number three team is free-to-play Fusions. Now, as you guys can see, I have not farmed up a lot of my free-to-play units for JP as far as my Fusion team goes. I do have enough gacha units for that, so I haven't really prioritized it quite as much as I probably should have. But there are a couple free-to-play units that you can use here. And you got Int, Gotenks, and Ghosts, who even fully EZA'd is Fusion's attack and defense 77% here. Of course, I've got this Gotenks from the World Tournament just because I like him a lot. But you could also run the free-to-play Int Gotenks with the like Wolf Fang Fist. That's not the gacha one, but the free-to-play one. You can also use Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. You can do little Goten right here. Veku's new. You can use him as well. And even this STR Gogeta that you can get just from the Broly movie story event. So there's a couple others, but really it is a little bit more limiting than the first two teams. That's why I put it in my number 3 spot. But hey there guys, Anniversary Waffles back here again, and now it's time to talk about the Universe Survival Saga, because now with the anniversary, this guy got his Extreme Z Awakening, and he is very, very good, which means we finally have a leader for the team. So let's go ahead and let's talk about that right now. All right, you're gonna notice that I'm using Int UI as a placeholder here for the physical UI because I haven't actually grinded him up on Global. Before the anniversary, he just wasn't really that good, so I never actually took the time to do it. So for now, just pretend that the Int UI is actually physical. So just switch the colors in your head, it'll be all good. But basically, Universe Survival Saga has been a team with a lot of free-to-play options for a while, but it's one that has kind of lacked a good leader. So if we take a look here, you'll notice that we do have a bunch of free-to-play options. It's just that we never really had the right leader for them. So of course, you can see here Kakunsa and Rosie are a fantastic combination together. We covered those with Peppy Gals. You can see here, you've even got Cahersal right here. Cahersal's decent if you want to run him with any Universe 11 units. Now, of course, these two aren't technically free to play, Topo and Dispo, but anytime that like Tanabata Festival comes around, or that's essentially Christmas time for most of us, we get a free ticket where we can go pick up one of those two units. And if you happen to summon it all, you probably have one of those two. So just technically not free to play, but you can run Cahersal with one of those. You've even got the Namekians, although I don't really recommend them. They're okay. You've got Koten and Maron and Trunks. They're again okay, not great, but because we're kind of just talking about free-to-play teams here, you're looking for ones with just options. So I really do recommend Kakunsa, Rosie, and Ribrian. Khalifa and Kale are good too. If you see down here, you can run, gosh darn, you could run Kaba. I do not recommend running him though. The Tech Kaba is not really that good even after he's awakened. You can also run, I think it's Physical Hit, but I don't have him right this second. We can check on the browser in a minute. And of course you can run Android 18 and Android 17. There's a really, like I said, there's a lot. Once we get into part 2, I believe, of the anniversary, he's going to get to LR, and you should definitely be running him. He is very, very good. It's not going to show me it yet, but LR, Physical Master Roshi, fantastic. Run him 100% if you're running the Universe Survival Saga team. He's free to play. He's absolutely incredible. Oopsies, don't want to forget to talk about these guys. So, Int 18 and Krillin, as well as Tech Tien and Roshi in part 3 of the anniversary are going to get their EZA, and they are going to be very, very good to add to the Universe Survival Saga category. Of course, Tech Tien and Roshi need to be paired with a Representatives of Universe 7 unit, and just Int Krillin and 18 stack their attacks, so make sure you give them some orbs for their nuking, and they're going to be just fine. But don't want to forget to talk about those. So I would be remiss if I didn't talk about the Ginyu Force and the Bardock Squad, because these are basically the free-to-play beginner intro teams that you're supposed to grind up as soon as you start an account, because they are going to be what you use to then Dokkan Awaken your first team in those Dokkan events. So obviously you probably already have them, so I'm not going to spend too much time talking about them, but if you don't, or if you're new to the game and maybe you clicked on this video because you're new and you want to figure out what teams you can start off with, highly recommend those two are the best ones for you to start off with right away. The other ones are just good free-to-play teams you can do if you want to run a challenge or if you want to just use free-to-play units. But these two are the beginner teams. They give you an LR just for completing them. They are fantastic. But basically, how it works every weekday, this event and this event right here are going to change to a different member, and it corresponds to the day based on the typing. So you'll notice that we have both STR types today as I'm recording this, and then another day will be int, tech, etc, etc. So basically you grind them every day during the week and then ignore them on the weekends, because the weekend is just going to be the orb stage. You don't want to do that, but you grind those, boom, there you go. You got two easy free to play teams. Now, I'm going to leave it up to Past Waffles to finish up this video. That's going to wrap it up for me as far as our free-to-play teams that you can use. Again, this was kind of a short video just to quickly cover a few of them that I would recommend, like the Bardock Squad and the Ginyu Force team. Hopefully that helps you guys. If it does, let me know in the comments down below. And I hope you have a good day, a good week, a good life, and happy summons. Goodbye. Most of mine are not fully grinded up, or grounded? Wait, words. Fully ground up, no, ground beef. This sounds weird to say I ground my units. That farmed is much better, but now I'm stuck on this. Hold on, grinded or ground? Because like, wait, we're gonna, okay, no. We're finding this out. Hold on, I gotta pause on the video. Grind past tense. Ground, yes, it is ground. Okay, that sounds so weird. Wait. What? I ground my units, guys. I can't say that in a video, guys. All right.